Hey guys, this is JB3 and welcome back to another episode of FIFA 19 Career Mode Youth Edition featuring Morecambe FC. And in this episode, we will continue in the month of October after our loss to Porto in the Europa League matchup. We will take on Crystal Palace, and then we have a little bit of an international break here where we can get some training in, and then we take on Bournemouth. So it'll be 2 league games. Hopefully we can get a win here against Crystal Palace, see ourselves to the top of the table, and then hopefully we can win out against Bournemouth as well and see ourselves keeping pace with Manchester City and Manchester United. And speaking of international break, we will look at the players leaving us for international break for international duty during that break. It will be Lecante to France, Dupont to Belgium, O'Grady to Ireland, Zaitsev to Russia, Magnussen to Sweden, Dursun to Turkey, Lekkonen to Finland, Miro to Finland. Sean Baker will get called up for New Zealand, Fuentes goes to Colombia, Cortez to Peru, Vergara to Bolivia, and Jordan Burns to the United States. So a whole bunch of our players going out on international duty just shows the amount of talent that we're starting to build here in the team. So we'll get into this game. It will be our same starting lineup. It's been good. We'll keep the consistency and see if we can pick up 3 points here against Crystal Palace. And we'll get this game underway. Attaboy steps up, can't intercept the pass as they connect, and the shot finds the back of the net. We had a great chance to break it up, missed with a tackle, and it quickly turns around and is in the back of the net for Crystal Palace, and they'll take the lead here only 7 minutes in. 1-0. We'll see what happens with that on the replay. I know Attaboy stepped up. Zaitsev might have had a chance at blocking it, but just couldn't get in front of him. It's a nice pass here. Attaboy right there. Kumi steps up, gets out of position. Vergara can't get his foot in front of it. Those big, long tree trunk legs just misses, and it finds the back of the net as Awazi reacts late. Lecante push forwards on the wing. Tries to get forward as Lecante. Gets it into Dupont. He takes a hard touch. Lays it into Sarek. He tries to get a pass off, but it's deflected away. Miro gets it into Mun. Mun looks for a pass here. Can he find one? Has to go forward. Gives it off to Aldaharni. Top of the box and laces it past the keeper into the bottom corner. And Morecambe FC answer with a goal of their own. A beautiful strike from Aldaharni. Top of the box. Comes downhill with momentum. Puts his foot behind it. And laces it with power right past the keeper. He can't quite get to it. Right in that bottom corner. Sneaks it in right by the post. Mun just waits for him to get in position. He moves forward. Gets behind it. Dupont and the defender screen the goalkeeper, and he finds the back of the net. 1-1 for Morecambe FC. Sarek looks for Mun. He'll lay it into Aldaharni, who's going to push forward. He drives into the box, lays it into Miro, who's behind, gets the shot off, but it's going to go out for a corner kick. Corner kick here for Morecambe FC. Aldaharni lays it in, looking for Dupont. It's jacked up into the middle, and Vergara can't get there. Mun, he'll get it on the rebound, lays it into Aldaharni. Looking for a pass here, out to Lecante. Lecante, back into Aldaharni. Lays it there for Mun, into the box, takes the shot, and it's blocked again. Attaboy shoots it up the wing, off to Kumi. He has Sarek, who's in space. He runs onto the ball, gets into the box here. He has Miro on the back post, gets it to Dupont, though, on the volley, and smashes it home. And Dupont, with a goal, finally gets off what's been a quiet time for him offensively, and smashes that one into the back of the net. Morecambe FC go on top. 2-1 here over Crystal Palace with a beautiful goal. Absolutely smashes it through. Sarek pushes forward, lofts it over the defenders. They can't get up there, and Dupont with the right foot puts it past the keeper before he can come out and grab it. And it's Morecambe FC on top, 2-1. Sarek gets it up to Mun. Mun in the middle, has to look for a pass, gets it to Dupont. Can he get something out wide? No, slips it through though. Mun behind the defense pushes forward. Can he get something going into the back of the net? And it's Morecambe FC with a 3-1 lead here over Crystal Palace. In halfway through the second half, it's 66 minutes in. Mun puts it into the back of the net, and Morecambe FC are just pushing now, trying to get as many goals as possible past this Crystal Palace team, who really haven't let up a lot of goals. They may be 10th on the table, but they've only let up 7 goals all year, and now they've let up 3 to Morecambe FC halfway through the second half. Morecambe FC on top 3-1. Sarek up to Adebola, gets it off to Vergara, he'll slip it up to Ross, gives it off to Orellana, on to Dupont, who's behind the defense, takes one touch, and sends it wide. Just takes a bounce. Maybe it's the wet pitch, maybe it's some of the pitch not being so, or being torn up a little bit, and it bounces wide, just wide of the bar, and an opportunity for Dupont to get a second goal. Orellana gets the ball up, gets it off to Ross. Ross tries to slip it off onto Orellana, has an opportunity, gets it onto Dupont, takes the strike and knocked away by the keeper for the last touch of the game. That will do it. Morecambe FC, after letting up an early goal, come back all the way 3-1 here against Crystal Palace and take the victory over one of the better defensive sides, and we show our offense is starting to click. 10 shots, 7 on target, 3 shots for Crystal Palace, and we hold possession pretty much halfway. It'll be Munn with a 9.3, Al Daharni an 8.7, Awazi 7.2, Lecante 7.8, Adebola 7.6, Vergara 7.7, Kumi 7.9, Ross a 6.1, Orellana a 6.8, Sarek an 8.8, Neejo 6.3, Dupont 9.3, Billy Hughes 7.0, Miro 6.8, and that will do it for us here against Crystal Palace. So we'll get into our second month scouting Russia, which I'm pretty sure no one plays out in the field for Russia. I think they only have goalkeepers. We have 4 goalkeepers here, all with potential of 94 overall, none with great overalls, and honestly we just don't need more goalkeepers, so we'll keep an eye on them. You know, maybe there's one that stands out that we'll bring in, but we have Abram Salaznev, 72 to 94, looks like he could be a winger or maybe a right back. We also have Andrei Golvin, 70 to 94 overall, 51 to 67. Could be a decent player. We'll keep an eye on him for another month before we bring him in. But that's what we'll have in Russia. We'll have to wait to see what we have here in the final month. And we have our second month here in Poland. We have Bogdan Wojciechowski, 73 to 94. But not great overall. We'll keep an eye on him. And then we have Simon Jankowski, who we will bring in. He has decent overall and decent potential. I want to bring him in, though, with an evaluation of $525,000. So it looks like he might have some potential. And don't want to lose him to another club. And we have our second month here in Sweden. It will be Lucas Lundberg, 68 to 92 potential. Thomas Carlson, 67 to 91, but decent overall. Looks like he could be a pretty good player. And then we have Liam Eklund, 73 to 94. So we won't bring anyone in. We'll monitor him for another month and see what we have in our last month here in Sweden. So we'll take a look at the Youth Academy. It is Matlow, 87 to 94, 65 overall. Doob, 87 to 94 potential. Ramsey, 87 to 94 potential, 58 overall. Sancho Paz, 81 to 91, 53 overall. Osvaldo Cano, 84 to 90 potential. We'll keep an eye on him. His overall is pretty good at 61. So for a youth player, that's not too bad. And then we have Pereira, 82 to 92, 62 overall. We have Yasin Ramsey, 76 to 90 overall. We'll keep an eye on him for one more month, see if that potential changes, but we might have to let him go. We have Absur, 74 to 88. It's good overall, so I think I'll hang on to him for that. But that's probably the only reason. We'll see what we have maybe down in the future. And then we have Issa, 78 to 94 potential, 57 overall. We have Kalata, 73 to 91 potential. And Frederick Johansson, who we just brought in last month, is 76 to 94 potential. We'll keep an eye on that before we bring him in. 65 overall, though. Want to definitely get him in at some point. And then we have Simon Jankowski, who we just brought in, the left winger from Poland, 70 to 94, 62 overall. We'll monitor him for a couple more months, see where that potential goes before bringing him in. Maybe we'll bring him in at the January transfer window if we lose anyone. But that will do it for us here in the Youth Academy. So we'll get into this game against Bournemouth, see if we can grab another 3 points. We will make one change. It will be Lucero. He's been asking for some playing time, so we'll give him the start here against Bournemouth, see if we can get into this as Miro comes back from international break and has a little bit of fatigue. So let's get into this one and see if we can grab the 3 points. And we'll get this game underway. Aldaharni gets it up to Munn. He'll slip it on to Sark, edge of the box, puts it on, and the keeper gets a hand to it. Almost opened him up with an early goal here. Only 3 minutes in, Sark runs onto it, puts a nice strike, bends it right too close to the keeper, and he gets a hand to it. Munn gets it up to DuPont. He'll lay it off to Munn. Munn slips it through, gets Billy Hughes on a run behind the defense, takes the strike, but has it too close to the keeper, and it's saved. Kumi gets it up to Sark. He'll tap along to Munn. Munn gets it on to Billy Hughes. He's behind. Can he get past the defense? Tries to run on. Goes all the way to the end line. Lofts it in and headed on by Munn. A great opportunity, but saved again by the keeper. But Conte sends it into Sark. Sark has the ball, looking for a pass. Can't get anyone. Has to go back to Aldaharni. Aldaharni right back to Sark. Top of the box, launches it. And again, saved by the keeper, sent away out for a corner kick. Aldaharni gets it up to DuPont. He'll slip it on to Munn. Munn's behind the defense, pushes forward, holds up, centers it to DuPont. He puts the strike on, and it's in the back of the net. And Morecambe FC finally break through and beat Pereira for an opening goal. 1-0 here against Bournemouth. We finally break through. We have a lot of shots right on net. He just keeps deflecting away, but it finally breaks down. Munn holds up, has DuPont running onto it, and he lays it right to him, unmarked in the box. Gets it past the one man in front of him, and the goalkeeper can't do anything about it as DuPont puts his left foot behind it and puts it in the back of the net. And that'll be the final touch. It'll be Morecambe FC headed to halftime. Had a lot of opportunities, probably could be 2 or 3-0, but it's only 1-0 here as we head to halftime. Munn gets the ball and runs onto it in the midfield, has to hold up, tries to slip it on to Sark. Can he get onto it? He does, but the keeper makes a save. DuPont, though, picks it up and puts the trash in the bin. DuPont with another one. 2-0 for Morecambe FC, and now DuPont is rolling. What could this mean for Morecambe FC as he gets his scoring ways started? He's been quiet since the beginning of the year, but now he's back on it. Sark is there. DuPont gets in a good position, just leaps over the man, heads it home, and puts it in the back of the net. 2-0 for Morecambe FC here against Bournemouth as Sark is just leveled after that. Saved by the keeper. Billy Hughes, interception in the midfield, gets it off to Munn. He'll move it right up to DuPont with the opportunity to get something going. Has to hold up. Munn holds up, gets it off to Aldaharni. He'll slip it on, gets it on to DuPont. Is he on sides? Can't be the keeper, and he's off sides. Gets it on the rebound, but it'll be off. And then we'll make a change. It will be Sark, Munn, and Aldaharni out for Durson, Burns, and Romano. Burns intercepts it, gets it on to DuPont. He turns his man, tries to drive past him, has to go out wide. Holds up as 3 men circle him, gets it off to Durson, off to Lucero in front of the net, and he gets it in. Morecambe FC 3-0 on Bournemouth. Takes a hard shot off the keeper. He gets a big piece of it, but it ends up in the back of the net anyway. And Morecambe FC 67 minutes in. Lucero getting the start today after asking for some playing time makes it worth it as he gets the goal and finds the back of the net for Morecambe FC's 3rd goal of the game as it hits off the keeper's arm and into the back of the net. Goes out for a corner for Bournemouth. They'll go short. Romano's there and breaks it up. Can't win the ball, and it gets cleared as LeConte gets it off to Burns. Burns will send it off to DuPont, and Morecambe FC pushing forward here with some opportunities. He'll get it out to Lucero. He'll try and drive past, has to hold up, gets it to Durson, on to Burns, on to Billy Hughes. He's behind the net and easily puts it in for another one for Morecambe FC, 4-0. A quick counter here off the corner. They were pushing up, trying to get some offense going. Only had a few men back, and we were easily able to build on the counter. And Billy Hughes finds the net. This time it's 4-0 Morecambe FC. The offense rolling on lower-sided Bournemouth. They're in the relegation zone for a reason, and we are taking advantage of this as Billy Hughes, point-blank range, puts it in the back of the net. For Vigar gets it off to Durson, off to Burns. Burns slips it through to DuPont. Can he get the hat trick? He does! Number 3 for DuPont, number 5 for Morecambe FC. It's an absolute rout here as we look to build on the goal differential. It's 5-0 Morecambe FC all over Bournemouth. Just laying it on thick here. DuPont gets his 3rd of the match, stays on sides nicely, gets right behind the defense, and one-on-one with the keeper. He's not missing from there as the young Belgium puts it past and into the back of the net. Corner goes out for Bournemouth. They'll line this one up. It goes into the box and headed away. Goes to the top of the box though for Bournemouth. They'll move it along. They center it. Long shot goes in. Deflected. Oh, and they'll grab one right at the end, and we lose the clean sheet at the 86th minute. Go ahead and celebrate. You absolutely got shit pumped. Bournemouth get lucky as it gets deflected, lands to the feet right in front of Awazi, and he can't react quick enough, and it goes into the back of the net. 5-1 Morecambe FC. Kumi moves it up, slips it through, gets it off to Billy Hughes. He holds up into Durson. He'll make a pass to Burns. Burns tries to slip it with DuPont. Oh, can't get there. Lazaro on a second one on the volley. Sends it over the net. Had a great opportunity to get another one, but not to be as the keeper sends it away. And that'll do it for us here at the Globe Arena. Morecambe FC all over Bournemouth as DuPont takes the game ball. He gets the hat trick, 3 goals on 4 attempts, almost had a 4th one there at the end, and Morecambe FC all over 5-1 over Bournemouth. And we'll take a look at the stats. 3 shots, 3 on target for Bournemouth. We split the possession, but 15 shots, 11 on target as we take care of business. DuPont with a 10.0, Hughes a 9.1, Sark 8.3, Munn 9.0, Aldeharni 7.3, Awazi 7.0, Lecante 7.8, Adebola 7.8, Vergara 7.7, Kumi 8.0, Romano 6.8, Burns a 9.4, Durson 8.7, Lazaro 8.4, and that will do it for us here at the Globe Arena. So guys, that'll do it for us here in this episode, and with the victory we see ourselves into the number 1 position, 2 points over Manchester United. We are absolutely smashing it offensively, 23 goals. We've only allowed 5, which is second best in the league. Absolutely dominating, but we're still only 3 points clear of Manchester City. Unbelievable. 3 teams having unbelievable years. Chelsea only 1 loss, but the 3 draws sees them into 4th position. So we should have a good chance at Champions League. Although it's still early in the season. We're only through the middle of October, so we'll have to see how the rest goes on. But guys, that'll do it for us here in this episode. If you did enjoy it, make sure to hit the subscribe button. All your support is greatly appreciated. Can't thank you guys enough. And until next time, guys, have a good one. Oh!